Let's get ready to go to the gym and let's discuss 5 tips to staying on track with your diet. So one thing to keep in mind is that when you are trying to actually see results with your physique, you're actually going to have to make sacrifices. You're going to have to learn how to maintain your healthy lifestyle while still enjoying life. I think sometimes the hardest part about dieting is, like the aspect of like, if I'm dieting, I can't have a life, or I can't, go to these functions, but that's not necessarily true. You literally just have to, be prepared, make sure that you're making your food ahead of time, making sure that you're packing snacks, if you're going out to eat, making sure, that you're making good choices for yourself. Like whenever I'm, traveling to go somewhere and, I don't have my normal food in front of me, I'm always just making sure that I have my meal prep. I'm actually sponsored by a company called MegaFit Meals, and literally anywhere I travel in the US, I just ship my meals there and I just make sure that I'm on track, no matter the circumstance. Another really good point to think about too is just making sure that you're actually like enjoying what you're eating, like it shouldn't be like, chicken, potatoes, broccoli every single day if that's not what you enjoy. We can make this enjoyable so that you can actually sustain this, long term, whether you're in a deficit, you're bulking, you're maintaining, whatever your goals are, you should enjoy what you're eating. It's important to know yourself too. Like if you know that you're not someone that can, eat the same thing consistently every day, then, don't torture yourself. If you're somebody that needs variety, just make sure that you're preparing ahead of time. One thing I've learned is that we don't have to complicate dieting. I think sometimes we make it so much like of a mental thing, and I'm not saying that it is, but I'm saying like if we would just continue to enjoy our life while continuing to remember our goals, it won't feel like we're making so many sacrifices just to, improve our physique. This may sound silly, but to me it's not, because when I have a goal, I stick to it 100%. When I went to Disney World, I actually brought my meal prep and I didn't want it to spoil, so I partially ate frozen meal prep, and I did not enjoy it one bit, but that was how committed I was to staying on top of my goals while actually having a good time. There's that famous quote, it's failure to prepare is preparing to fail. In no way am I saying that you have to, do the most when dieting, but it's important to know like where you're actually at, like what are you willing to sacrifice. One thing I accepted a long time ago was that what I'm eating might not always taste, like Sour Patch Kids, because that's my favorite, but it's okay because I know that, I am doing this for a greater purpose. I definitely said 5 tips, but it seems like I'm just going on a tangent at this point. Always handle yourself with grace too. Like if you're dieting and, you slipped up and, you ate too much of this or you had a sip of alcohol, it's important to not dwell on those mistakes, just get up the next morning, just be like, you know what, this is not good for me, and just move forward, because dwelling doesn't get us anywhere. I bet if you cut out drinking alcohol for at least 2 months, I guarantee that you will see a huge difference in your physique. Now, I'm not saying you have to do anything. If you're on a diet and drink and, do that, that's fine. Do whatever makes you happy, because at the end of the day, the lifestyle that you live has to be sustainable for you. I will say making sacrifices to have a better physique and to feel better and to be your best is definitely worth it. Forgot some highlighter. Oops.